Sister Wives Aurora and Maddie Brown's sad comparison. Dear loves, welcome to USA Drama. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel. Sister Wives fans normally notice that Brianna and Aurora Brown are very different from the other Browns. However, now fans picked up on an unfortunate comparison between Aurora and Maddie Brown Brush. Previously, fans have noticed that the way Aurora and Brianna Brown are treated seems different. Even Robyn Brown's verbiage earlier in the season indicated her family is the core group of the Browns. Likewise, people have noticed that Coyote Brown Padron and Maddie Brown Brush's decisions weren't good enough for Robyn's daughters. However, now fans see that there is a blatantly sad similarity between Maddie and Aurora. On Reddit, Sister Wives fans point out that watching Aurora Brown discuss her baptism reminded them of another big event in the Browns' lives. One user says it was very reminiscent of when Maddie Brown Brush asked Kody Brown to officiate her wedding. Both instances seem to be aimed at gaining favor from their dad. In the discussion, many people echoed how Kody's judgmental nature drove a stake in his relationships. Instead of pulling his kids in and embracing what mattered to them, they had to pander to stroke his ego. During the Reddit discussion, Sister Wives fans talked about how they see a pattern in many of the Brown kids. Not only did Maddie Brown Brush and Aurora Brown want their dad's approval, but so did many of the other kids. One heartbreaking example was how Garrison Brown badly wanted Kody Brown to approve of him. He worked hard to buy his own car and home, and Kody simply criticized him. Isabel Brown wanted her dad to know she was trying to do her spinal exercises, but was scolded instead. Some people even believe Kody was jealous of his kids and needed to keep them in check. But other people think it is very important to celebrate the successes of all children. If Kody had encouraged his kids' efforts, they believe many of the rifts wouldn't have occurred. One user says, "I'll never understand parents being jealous of their kids. I want my kids to be better, smarter, and more successful than me. I'm proud of their achievements and will continue to be for as long as I live." Instead of celebrating the joy of seeing his kids flourish, someone else points out that Garrison's achievements weren't a direct benefit to Kody. He didn't care about Garrison's achievements because that house and car weren't assets. He could put an HIS name for his and Robyn's benefit. It's all about the... Although Sister Wives has shown that Robyn Brown seems to be the favored wife, many fans point out that by extension, life looked different for Dayton, Aurora, Brianna, Solomon, and Ari Brown than it did for Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown's kids. However, some think that the OG3's kids are set up for more resiliency since they have supportive mothers. For instance, some think Maddie Brown Brush will bounce back quicker since she had Janelle Brown backing her, unlike Aurora, who was taught to cater to Kody Brown. Maddie understands she must shake things off and move past her toxic childhood. Furthermore, some people think Robyn was behind the arrangement for Aurora to ask Kody to baptize her, fueling the need to please. But one Sister Wives viewer thinks that Aurora and Brianna have a worse deal. They say, "Yup, I've said this many times. The other kids have mothers who love them no matter what. Robyn's kids are stuck in a cycle of abuse, and no matter how many nice cars they drive or mansions they live in, it's an ugly life to live." What do you think? Is there an underlying theme between Maddie Brown Brush and Aurora Brown striving to capture Kody Brown's love? Sister Wives fans are in shock. The show's new episode was scheduled to premiere on February 9, 2025. However, the episode never saw the light of the day. Fans are still confused about whether the creators will release another episode midweek or next Sunday. So, if the show will not be on air, what else will be on the television at that time? Sister Wives premieres every Sunday, but this week there was no such episode. To the disappointment of the fans, the show is taking some time off from television. So when will the show return? Is Kody and his plural family bidding adieu to their fans forever? Or will they be back for yet another season? Although fans bash Kody ever so often, it is fun to enter his light. So what is the show's future? Janelle married Kody when she was in her 20s. She was the only wife who had a good equation with the latter. The Sister Wives star looked after their family accounts and had a grip on the family funds. but she leads a very conservative life. Now, finally, she is out of Kody's clutches and living a little. David and Christine took Janelle for her first alcohol experience. Janelle was hesitant at first, but later eased out. She was even scared that something might go wrong, but her ex-fellow wife, Christine, and David calmed her down. After having her first shot, Janelle expedited that she enjoyed it. Sister Wives is one of the longest-running shows on TLC. People either love the family of Hate Kody, but they surely can't ignore them. In the recent episode, we saw that Janelle packed her bags and moved to North Carolina. She wants to be closer to her daughter, Maddie, and she even bought a farm business. She wants to make a flower farm and is excited about her new life full of possibilities. Mary and Janelle are still fighting with Kody to get their share of the Coyote Pass property. However, they are also busy with their own lives. Christine also joined Janelle and helped her to shift. She and David stopped at New Orleans and took out Janelle for drinking. Here, she, for the first time, tasted alcohol. Mary is still confused about the B&B business. Moreover, she is confused about her ambitions and what she wants in life. Kody and Robyn are also in her happy bubble. They don't want to sell the Coyote Pass property. Their daughter, Aurora, asks them to baptize her. Moreover, they flirt and have a good time together. So what next? The network scheduled the mid-season finale of Sister Wives for February 9, but it never aired. Now, fans will have to wait for a few months for the show to return. The show will be off-air until spring. Then, it will be back with Season 19's tell-all. Until that time, the audience will get to see extended episodes of Baylen Out Loud. Next week at the same time, 90 Day Fiancé Pillow Talk will premiere. Then, starting from February 23, the new series, The Baldwins, will fill the Sister Wives. TLC's Sister Wives is a reality show. However, all production teams add a scripted element now and then. And in the editing room, crew members can piece together footage to tell a story that doesn't quite line up with the truth for years. Meri Brown has been a hot topic of debate among Sister Wives viewers. Some believe she was cruel and standoffish, while others maintain she was a victim of the polygamous system. Meri and Kody BOTH drove convertibles, a Redditor posted on the platform this week, rewatching the early seasons. While Kody has rightly gotten a ton of shit for driving a two-door convertible, I noticed that Meri also drives a two-door convertible. Meanwhile, the other moms are driving beat-up minivans. This really does support the narrative that Meri was separate from the rest of the family. She obviously wasn't driving the other kids or carpooling. However, the OP's post didn't resonate with other Sister Wives fans. Others quickly offered counter-evidence to disprove their claims. According to their book, Meri split childcare evenly with Christine, another Redditor replied. She took care of the children, made meals, sewed clothes, helped with homeschool, and even breastfed Maddie. Once they moved to one home in Lehigh, she worked more and gave them her money and mothered less. But I don't think it's fair to erase her parental contributions prior to the show. The Redditor added that the church largely played a role in Meri's poor relationships with Janelle and Christine. And on top of that, they mentioned that the family eventually did trade down cars and Meri never had a convertible of her own. Other Sister Wives fans readily agreed with this response, citing passages from the book. Comments included, Janelle mentions it in the book too. Production really did Meri dirty in the beginning. The fact that Meri was transitioning to having a career after years of being co-SAHM is a million times more interesting than the empty nest or IVF storyline we got. It really is a shame because apparently Meri had friends and hobbies in Vegas. I get that her albums were hard for them to film, but they should have figured out a way to incorporate the fact that Meri was working all that time. Instead, we got contrived drama between her and Kody or her and Robyn. I'll be honest, the biggest disservice this show has done to Meri is downplaying her contribution to raising the kids before Lehigh. Meri was equally eligible as Christine for being seen as motherly, and it would have changed people's perception of her. What do you make of this sister-wives discussion? What have you noticed about Mary Brown's portrayal on the show? Add your own thoughts in the comments below.